I'm high on emotions right now. Oh, what the fuck?
Hold up.
Oh, by the way, we trended.
Bullshit. Like, what fucking news just decides to fucking go the fuck up after a Jet kiss? Fucking stupid.
They fucking kissed. Okay,
I was going, so. Back to the future. Oh.
I clowned. I did not think we were gonna get anything like Handon related at all this episode, like at all.
Dude, okay, we adding anybody?
I spent the first half.
Oh my god, we knew Legacies is trending.
Yeah.
Guys, after the Handon scene, I literally grabbed Riker and was like, I need to cuddle.
No, but you know, like 2 seconds before that scene came on, I was fucking annoyed, and I was like in chat, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say today. And then that Handon scene come on, I'm like,
it's over. No, it's okay.
We weren't
I didn't expect nothing, but the thing is, wasn't it Bella or somebody told my son? No, Bella was like, if we see, Bella said it on Twitter.
Guys,
she was like, she said, if I see Landon, she said, is Bella gonna see? Bella. She said, is Hope gonna see Landon dying? And I'm like,
because when she broke the sword and she's like, I'm not gonna kill the boy that I love.
And he said, I'm a man. A man actually, that's a way that Kirby of him to say.
Oh my god. Okay, first of all.
This episode really proved that he was her humanity. Okay, but what the fuck is the Hope ghost? Like, is it just
we'll
a
talk
ghost?
about it later.
Is that the beginning of her hallucination?
Okay, but why is she still seeing herself? Why is she seeing her humanity? And her humanity was linked to fucking Landon, which we like. Okay, but why?
No, the fact that Aurora described this as like the monsters to get the use it to get, and then they show that fucking scene. I kid you not, I had a fucking panic attack.
Brett gave us we have been so fucking patient, and we have kept saying all along that her humanity is linked to Landon.
But Jed's story?
Oh my god.
I did not see that coming. Okay, I did not see that coming.
I didn't. Okay, first of all, the plot twist. This is probably the one time I will say that I was very much shut up. The last time I was shut up was like what? Maybe 404.
I enjoyed this episode like
hugely
more than I thought it was going to.
And with a clown as our villain, like I ate this shit up, no crumbles. Okay, first of all, I got a lot of things. I got a lot of content.
This monster was kind of bearable, honestly.
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Like this monster gave us fucking Handon crumbs. This monster.
The fact that Hope was watching this from the side, she could have stopped it before anything happened. She watched that shit. I didn't watch it because, oh my god, a good ass day to be handed. A good ass another kiss. We got that. Okay, I'm better. I'm a better person. I'm a better person. I'm a better person. I'm a better person. I'm not.
We're not better people.
I'm a better person.
Look how big this cookie is. I know you guys are freaking out, but look how big this cookie is.
Okay, but why is Hope the only one experiencing vivid dreams?
Because that girl, she said she ain't gonna stop. She said she's not gonna stop.
But they all no. Okay.
Can we talk about how the coloring's different for each of them?
No, you know what it is? Oh my god. Okay, no, you know what I think it is that okay, Jed was bitten, but he doesn't regret the choice he made. Like he got that memory.
Yeah, that's the consequences.
It's the consequences. He owned up to his consequences. Same
they all earned it. And she did.
Hope is running away from her consequences, which is probably why the venom is still affecting her.
Yep. That shit gonna eat down for 2 episodes. 3 episodes. I can't do this. Oh my! The kiss.
I need to watch it. Okay, no, I need to watch it again. I'm going on mute.
I'm a sick-handed whore. This is enough.
I love the boy. I fucking
correct her. What did he say? I mean, iconic. This was Handon behavior. Who was for humanity? Oh, I think it's pretty fucking clear. Anyways, Landon, come home, please. She want to come back. I can't wait for her to come back and get her man. I just can't wait.
No, Danielle's about to eat this shit up.
We got a new kiss. Oh my god, I need the edits right fucking now.
We got a new edit. I mean, no, we got new pictures. I'm telling you right now.
I was positive. I spread out positive energy, and I got us this.
I was not positive. I was losing it today, guys. I had no faith today.
I wasn't. When I say that I'm going to end this podcast and I'm going to edit the shit out of this scene, you won't hear from me.
Hey guys, it's Iz.
Hey guys, it's Naj.
Hey, it's Robyn.
And, sadly, Big couldn't be here today due to internet connection problems, which we also pretty much all encountered. Today is our season 4, episode 13 review and discussion of Legacies. Clearly, if you can see from the pre-talks, we are not okay, not mentally, not even physically. We're stuck in limbo like Landon Kirby is because too much shit happened. I don't even remember the order. I don't. I just know that a lot of things happened. There was like
This
two big
episode was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I was going into this with no expectations of anything other than the fact that we were going to get a lot of Jed this episode, which we didn't get as much as I thought we were going to, but we got enough to the point where it was like just beautiful to watch as well, which I can go on about what happened with Jed. I emotionally, I cried a lot during his scene. The funny thing is that I had my tissue next to me and I was like, I ain't gonna cry this episode. I don't think I would. And kid you not, I was crying towards the end. But also on a good note of this amazing episode, we also got #renew Legacies trending. Big congrats to everybody. We severely appreciate it. We once again want to show appreciation and love to the actors, cast, directors, writers, producers, makeup, costume designers, everybody that is working on set, and show your appreciation for this show. And we want to make it happen this every week for when the show's, streaming, to show that we care and we're not giving up until it's renewed. But let's get into the episode. Robyn, do you got any? Do we even want to talk? We don't know the order.
I was like, okay, the first half of the episode, I was not gonna lie, I was annoyed because like the fucking squad, it was like Hope shows up and Lark's all of a sudden like, oh, I would kill you myself, and it was like they had automatically given up on Hope. What happened to the whole like, I'm gonna help Hope, we need to help Hope?
Right. The one that was so dedicated to getting Josie back, even though she killed somebody before, which was Alyssa.
Yeah, like Josie killed and everyone just fucking accepted her. Caleb took Hope's body, and accepted him back, and then all of a sudden now Hope literally lost the love of her life, turned off her humanity, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, we need to kill her. We fuck Hope.
Yep, it's unredeemable now. Like, okay, cool. But for the beginning of the episode, I think it started off with introducing our villain, which was the clown. I thought that the lady was going to be like a god or something. I feel like she might be important later on. I don't know. I feel like she probably would be maybe a god. I don't know. But honestly, I don't even feel like we should go in order. I just feel like we should just talk. I don't know.
Okay, if that's the case, here we go.
Who are we starting off with first?
Jed. I want to talk about Jed. What? The fact that his pack has to kill one, that's literally like the merge. It's literally like the merge.
Yeah, it was fucked up because I could tell it was going to happen from a mile away. I just felt like once he noticed how important,
his son friendship was with the boy, he was like, listen, Trey and Jay got to fight to the death. The fact that he could have chose anybody, but he chose these kids to fight for the death, and the fact that his friend was like, you know, I understand you were the better wolf. Like, he was an abusive piece of shit who sat there and tried to make it sound like him. And I was so proud. I was sobbing my fucking eyes out. Like,
no,
like
when
Jed had me crying. Like, I was fucking crying.
When Jed said, you know, I killed my dad, I was like, as you should. Because I did not expect that. I was not expecting that at all. Like, I did not see that plot twist at all. So I was like, when it came, I was like, oh my God. But I'm not even mad about it. You know what I mean?
I was clapping. Like, I was clapping enough because I was just like, this boy went through so much. Like, he was put on the fucking spot.
Yeah.
To kill his friends. And then his dad is like, making me proud.
Okay. Ben, teasing that fucking baseball emoji and it having to have to do with... I was so fucking excited for baseball.
Yeah.
That was not cool, Ben Levin. That was mean. That was savage.
Honestly, I didn't even connect the emojis at all. Like, I kid you not, I was out here just like, oh, it's a bat. It was not.
I saw that fucking baseball bat and I'm like,
really?
Oh, how could he do that to me?
Oh my God, no! Like,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just like.
No. It was that was actually shocked. A baseball could have put a bat, but like, I feel like that was a little powerful. Like, it was
having to watch all of that again. Yeah. I literally tweeted out before the episode. I said he's gonna have to watch his younger self go through all this again.
I tweeted that too. I said he was gonna be haunted by his memories after being bitten by that monster.
And when it cut to him awake now and like in the woods with Ben, which will
the woods became their type of connection scene.
Anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, and you couldn't really see his face at first, and then you saw the tears, and I was like,
so
that's when I was gone. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I knew
I was crying before then. Like, I was crying before then because you can really see the confliction with Jed during that moment when he had the baseball bat. You know, like, his friend is sitting here reassuring him that it's okay to kill me because you deserve it. And then his dad is like, you know, you're a coward. At least somebody has balls. Like, just throwing it in his face like this shit is easy. They were so excited about this shit earlier that day when it was like, yeah, we're both going to be wolves one day. So then to have it in his face to say you got to kill your best friend, well, his crush, actually, his first awakening, as I should say. Like, it was a piece of it was a shitty move, and the fact that I really want to see how he killed his dad, I actually want to see it. Maybe
beat him up with a base. Well, and he was a kid, hey?
Literally.
So, okay, if he killed his dad, does that mean he became alpha even though he was a kid? Because technically by killing his dad or by propositioning his dad, he propositioned the alpha.
Yeah, but I feel like it's too late.
What I don't understand is don't werewolves have to take a human life?
Right. No. Yeah.
Because the carrier because Alarg talked about it in season 1, episode 1 of Legacies, where he said when he was talking about Roth, the curse stays dormant until the carrier takes a human life.
Yes, but I think it has to be someone alive, because remember Tyler re-triggered his curse when Liv made him kill her, and technically they don't consider witches humans; they're supernaturals. So as long as you have a beating heart, I think that's what
I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like that was such a shitty thing though. Like, that's what, like, they really wanted to be like werewolf besties together, and he ran away. But the thing is, it's true. Like, would he potentially be alpha? Because the dad said anybody want to challenge him, and then nobody did it. So then it was just pretty much him still being there. But I would assume that he would have been alpha, kind of like how, you know, Jed took over when Ralph left. So I feel like maybe they'll come back. Maybe those wolves that's running around that we talked about ago could be his pack. Remember we saw them wolves and they never got touched again? And it was near, wasn't that near Jed and stuff? Yeah. It was with Jed and them was in the woods, and then he thought the woods were going to help, and it didn't. It ran away. Like, who knows? I mean, it would be awesome to bring it back, but we don't even deal with the wolves at school. So, but it would be nice to see the pack, and if they did stay the same, whatever the case may be. But I don't know how far that was. But besides that sad part, the main event was that Ben and Jed kiss. Did they say they wasn't gonna kiss?
I didn't think they were gonna kiss this early. I did not think they were. But as soon as Jed took a step closer, I was literally like this.
The way that he did it, that he had a kid crush on Trey. And
yeah.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, they're gonna kiss. They're gonna kiss.
Yep.
I was afraid that Ben wasn't gonna kiss him back, but he went.
He went all the fuck out.
He went in.
He went. He devoured. He devoured. Like, and then the panning away.
Kiss in the hand and kiss.
Oh my god, we got 2 kisses, and it was a new handed kiss at that. It was spicy, but no, like the kiss alone. Like, first of all, Ben and Jed was already killing me this whole episode, because in the beginning, you know, when Jed was fixing a cannon that for Lyric's little party, which
his arms, and Jed was looking at his arms.
He was looking, and he was like, "Well, let me go cut us some paper," and Ben is like, "Okay." Like, Ben was like, "Damn, I'm trying to show my muscles flex for you. You can walk away." Ben was like,
Ben knew. Ben knew. I literally said in my reaction. He knows.
Ben knew. Ben was like, "Damn, like, I'm trying to show you all my little flavor thing, and like this is how we're doing it." But once again, we did see it though. Like, I'm more so concerned on, I don't know. I just feel like you just saw them push and pull towards the whole episode, and then when we finally got the kiss, it was just like the topping on the cake, because he was like, "Yeah," he was already smiling before when Jed was talking. Like, he already knew what was happening. He was like, "I'm like," I was like, "Ah!" Every talk, like the fact that you saw how. Because, I mean, technically we did get like a Jed and Asher parallel, to be honest, because the way that Ben was like, so how he was stressing over Jed, and he almost was gonna come for Hope. He was like, you caused this. I'm like, my kids.
I was like, the Hope and like Ben dynamic, I was like, too powerful.
Right. And then he snapped his neck. I was like, not the God.
Oh my God.
I just cannot believe we got. Brett came through after we talked shit last episode.
It's like we're all feeling okay. We're gonna go back to okay.
Yes. What were we talking about? Like the dynamic between Hope and Ben was something that I was like shocked about, because I'm like, oh, like y'all gonna fight? Like Hope was like, you need me, and then she did. And I'm like, how did she pick up the bracelet? Like,
but didn't she know that?
Magic was useless.
That he was a god, though, because because Aurora basically said something to Lizzie last episode.
Yeah, I mean, I thought she would have put it together because they said that there was a new student at the school, which was a god. But I mean, she didn't really. I guess she didn't really ponder.
She didn't know what he looked like. So the fact that she like snapped his neck and oh my God. Okay, Hope. Hope. She has no humanity, right? Everything that she's doing is not based on emotions right now. It's based on the will to survive. It's basically like her fight or flight kicking in right now, right? Yes, she kept saying that she was an apex predator and nothing could kill her. And now she realizes, so she's basically prey now to gods. So like, even as a Handon, I'm not thinking that whatever she is doing is based on her emotions. It has nothing to do with like Lizzie abandoning her or Landon being gone or anything like that. Her literal thing right now is I need to survive. I want to live. Right?
Yeah. Like, do you think the guys is actually after her though? Like, I mean,
well, see, I don't know. They clearly didn't care about her before. Ben.
My question is how? Why would they be after her?
Why now? Yeah.
Hope wasn't technically supposed to exist. You know what I mean? Like, she wasn't supposed to exist. And the gods have been around for how long? And they just now are like, oh, let's hunt this tribrid, which didn't exist until like 19 years ago.
Yeah, they don't know. I don't think they care. I think she assumes that since there's a more powerful being than her, then they have to be coming for her. But like, I don't think that's the case. Like, they're literally not looking for you. Says Jen is out here just chilling. Like, I don't know what you want.
Ben knew nothing about Hope until he like came to the school.
Yeah.
So why all of a sudden are now the sarcophagus is being okay? It must have been Jen was awakened by Triad or Aurora, and then she started getting all of the other sarcophaguses together in order to like round them up or something. But like, why do they want it? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why do they want to kill Hope? Why are they?
Yeah, I don't even think they're looking for Hope. I think Hope is more so trying to beat them to destroy the sarcophagus so she don't have to experience that pain again. I don't even think she thinks that they after her. I think she just assumes that since they have the sarcophagus that they're going to manually be coming for her. And I guess she's assuming that since Aurora and Lizzie are going there to talk to them, that they're automatically going to take their side and try to go against Hope. Because there's no way for her just to assume that when they weren't even the ones they weren't the ones that put her in that sarcophagus. Yeah. Like, this is all Lizzie and Aurora's trying to reverse time. But the thing is that Hope don't even know what their plan is. So she just thinks that they're probably teaming up together to get the guys to destroy her as well. So her paranoia, just like her dad, is taking her through the roof because she's like, they're trying to kill me. I'm just like, that's barely what they're going to do right now. They're probably trying to get Ben, like, and then maybe like Ben, maybe the plot twist of being the most important thing. But Hope, I doubt they're coming for you because they did it before. Just like how Triad and like I don't understand that kind of idea of them thinking that, like her thinking that, but maybe that's because she don't know what Lizzie and Aurora's plan is, that's what she assumes it to be, but I don't really know, actually. And then let alone that she was, the fact that she was able to snap Ben's neck, does that mean that she was like, she up there with them as powerful? Because thought he would have.
But he was like, Ben was like, oh, I could leave right now. But like, the thing is, he's like, I'm impervious to magic. But that wouldn't have even mattered because the clown wouldn't have followed him because the clown is not impervious to magic. The clown would still be, so like Ben being like, oh, I'm gonna leave, wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah. Like for a minute, I'm like, the magic don't work in you anyway, so
yeah,
maybe more so concerning everybody else. But I don't know, I just feel like the whole storyline with Hope and the gods was just like, it's kind of a weird concept because like at least with Buffy you knew why, or you at least you had a coordination to why it's
because that was introduced right from the beginning, and it was kind of
it was induced
slowly
from the
broken down. But like we have no idea why.
We have no idea. Like, first of all, Gods introduced mid-season, remind you. I mean, well, I guess since the first 4 episodes are technically not in the season, like maybe one, like, a couple episodes in, but still, we don't know all the gods. From what, we learned in 410, I believe, there's multiple gods that could be potentially introduced due to the several languages on the sarcophagus. Then they're awakened, but we don't know if they're awakened due to Hope becoming a tribrid, causing that red aurora in the sky, or was it just because somebody fucking discovered it? And then Janet, like,
originally it was Aurora wanting to get revenge on Hope. It had nothing to do with gods, but she ended up finding the sarcophagus and then opening it up, and so, and obviously Ben and Jen are the only ones that we know of that are out. So unless there's one that's out that's like dangerous, the other two don't really seem like they're all that concerned with Hope or supernaturals. So like, and Ben was cursed by his family, so it's probably not going to be him. So and Jen didn't, obviously, like, she ran away from them. She didn't, if she wanted to kill Hope, don't you think she would have done it when she was standing in front of her?
Yeah, and Jen is still continuing her life. She's more so bothered that they're following her. So I don't think she's going to sit here and be like, let's worry about Hope. Like, I doubt that's the case.
So maybe Hope is wrong in that they want to kill her, and she's just saying that because she wants to be, like, it was like I had said on another podcast before, is that she is so used to being the most powerful that now there's something that's more powerful than her, and so it's a distraction. It's like what her humanity self said, you're distracting yourself. It's
I agree. I think it's that, and also could be due to the traumatic moment of her being at sarcophagus as well.
Honestly, what Aurora said to Lizzie about her not wanting to be alone, or not being able to like be alone because she's not sure who she is and stuff, could it really extend to Hope as well? Because like Hope she's trying to do whatever she actively can to avoid her emotions, which is basically what her inner self said. in those memories or whatever. And so like Aurora's speech is, so Lizzie and Hope are almost basically doing the same thing. Hope with Landon and Lizzie with Josie, and it goes right back to 308 with the blind spots again.
Yeah, I feel like Hope is doing that to obviously distract herself, but also also not wanting to be the biggest threat there is. Yeah. And I feel like also like the sarcophagus also probably definitely caused her to freak out a little bit because of that, because it's something that powerful can sustain her and hold her, and is powerful than her. She's going to trying to figure out and destroy whatever is capable of doing that. So it all ties into her wanting to be that apex predator and her being that monster that no one can destroy.
I'm wondering what defeated the gods in the first place. Like, how did they all end up in sarcophagus, first of all? So how did that happen? Second, if that didn't happen right away, then why, like, if they were so mad about, like, Ben taking magic and stuff, why didn't they take it back? You know what I mean? So, like, what is their ulterior, like, what is their motive, really, other than the fact that, like, well, they really have no motive. What, I mean, you know, what's the motive? Like, that's what I'm wondering is like with Glory, she had motive. She had a reason why she's doing what she's doing.
Spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched season 5 of Buffy. 1, 2, 3. With Glory, we already was introduced to the threat that would make the villain come from the episode 1. Episode 1 and 2, we were introduced to the circumstance that would lead to Buffy encountering this god. We built up about the significance of the said problem and why it was big to both Glory and Buffy. With Legacies, we're not introduced to anything. We just were introduced to Aurora using this thing that could come to Hope, but we never knew why would it be significant to Hope. We're just trying to, and plus Hope doesn't have humanity on. So we're trying to figure out what obstacle or kind of angle she's working at to have this conclusion. So we're coming at loss. Like, the only thing we can logically think of is that she thinks of it as a threat because they're more powerful than her. And then also the sarcophagus, and since whoever made that is powerful, she needs to destroy him.
And if you think about it, if they think that Hope is unnatural, then literally werewolves would be unnatural too, because werewolves are a curse. Vampires would be unnatural too, because that started with a curse. Like, witches, I guess they technically would be unnatural as well, because that started with Ben giving magic to the humans. So, like, everything that has to do with magic is unnatural. It's not just Hope. Hope isn't the only one. So really, all of them are in danger if that's the case.
Exactly. So I don't understand. Like, I honestly feel like she's also just on the fact that Aurora is trying to get the better half of her, because Aurora's over here trying to merge with other people, and that's causing her to like be like, if you're working against me,
okay. Let's go into Aurora and Lizzie.
Yeah.
First off, we knew Aurora was going to betray Lizzie.
Yeah, or do something. One thing I want to say is I feel like this whole timeline thing is kind of dumb. Because with Lizzie, we understand because it's a couple months away. You know, it's a couple months back. She can just go back 2 to 3 months and not really fuck up the timeline. It would avoid deaths. It would avoid her becoming a heretic, even though it would still leave the merge being a potential storyline, obviously. And Landon will still be alive, barely. He'll still be malwar in him, which is, I'm like, you said, fuck Landon, for sure. But with Aurora, Lizzie is not even asking when this motherfucker died. This dude died like damn near when Hope was a kid. So you're going back to 2 to 3 months prior back. She's going back years.
Yeah.
That's going to possibly fuck up your timeline.
Well,
like, how did that work?
Technically, Tristan didn't die until Elijah died.
Yeah, which is like
only like 4 years,
5 years.
Or something, 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years.
The thing is Lizzie really has no ground to stand on because both her dad and her sister are alive.
Yeah.
So what is she turning back time for, other than the fact that maybe she gets her, like, she's not a vampire anymore?
Yeah, but the thing about Aurora is that, like, even though 5 years ago he was not dead, she didn't know where he was at. So she probably go back further. Probably go back further to avoid it from even happening in the first place.
Speaking of, did any of y'all notice the parallel of the shipping crate that Lizzie walked into with all the sarcophaguses in it, and Tristan being...
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Tristan being
I just rewatched that episode too.
Tristan was literally locked with an unbreakable seal in a shipping crate and then dropped into the ocean. Lizzie walked into a shipping crate full of sarcophaguses with unbreakable seals.
Yeah. And now Tristan's
in a shipping crate. Like the fucking parallels of that.
Yeah. It's kind of shady.
I wonder if did anyone else notice that? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I was so into like the shockness of like Lizzie being in there that I literally didn't even care about the create at the moment. But I didn't even I low-key kind of forgot that I was putting it back in my mind that Tristan is coming back some way somehow. So that's even more hilarious.
You know what's funny though is it wasn't Aurora who set that trap. It was Jen.
Yeah.
So like the fact that she did it in a shipping crate, I don't know. It's just the parallels, and you know, Legacies foreshadows everything, and then all these parallels, and the fact that Lizzie has teamed up with Aurora, and Tristan was locked in a crate, and Aurora's mourning her lost sibling, and Lizzie's mourning her lost sibling, and like the shipping, like the it's almost like in this case scenario, Aurora is Josie, and Tristan is Lizzie.
I can't do this shit anymore.
Because like Aurora always thought that she needed Tristan, but in the end, it's Tristan that needed Aurora, and it's the same. Is Lizzie always thought that Josie needed her, but in the end, it's Lizzie who needs Josie. Like the parallels between these two sets of siblings, but like it's just
the fact that Lizzie called the fact that Tristan is toxic.
Yeah, literally, I'm happy she said that.
She's not going to call her own sister though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
anywho,
but they totally bonded over. Didn't I say? Remember the Legacies writers was like, "What do you think? What are your theories for this episode?" And I was like, Lizzie and Aurora are going to bond over their siblings.
Yeah.
You know, blah blah blah, whatever. But so they did do that. But Aurora was speaking fucking facts, though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like both of them were speaking facts this whole fucking episode.
Yeah, they really
about
were.
each other. And I'm happy that like, you know, Lizzie realized that like, you know, maybe you need like, you know, help, like more than just having your brother. I'm happy that you mentioned that as well because, you know.
Okay, but Kate, do you remember our Lizzie episode? And do you remember we had said something along the lines of, we think that they are isolating Lizzie in season 3 in order to have this storyline of her realizing who she is and that she can be alone, that she's a separate entity from Josie. Because right now she's like, you know, she's so dependent on Josie that she doesn't know who she is. And you know, the thing is Penelope said that in the very fucking first season.
Yeah.
But she said it in the opposite, is, you know, like Josie can't breathe with you around or whatever. And like, and I'm not saying that I agree with Penelope in that sense, but it's very much the same thing if you twist it. It's like Lizzie is the same way, because look at how when Josie stopped talking to her in season 1, how Lizzie behaved, and then when Josie left in season 3, how Lizzie behaved. Like, she doesn't know who she is when she's not being a twin. Lizzie is like, it's like she's split down the middle between being Josie's sister and Lizzie, but she can't figure it out the in between. So like Aurora pointing that out, I really loved that fact, because like,
and she was able to obtain that information within a small time frame. Like, she wasn't even with Lizzie for like that long.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I don't know what it's like being a twin, but I can imagine that, you know, everyone groups you together. It's always the twins, you know, everyone, you're always like a package duo. You're never like, so these kids grow up as a set, you know? And so like, do they have individual personalities sometimes, or are they always, it's always like they share the birthday, they share the school, they share the same grade, they share the same teachers, sometimes they share the same friends. And so like, it's, you can't, there's no individual personality between the two of them sometimes, especially twins like Lizzie and Josie, who we knew in Vampire Diaries had this like unique connection, especially even because of the merge. It was like Luke and Liv too. Like, they couldn't function without the other. They couldn't be separate. You know what I mean? And so like Lizzie needs, that's why she bonded to Hope. That's why she had that sire bond with Hope, because she literally went from her bond with Josie, she couldn't be alone, so she bonded to Hope. And then when she realized that Aurora was feeling the same that Lizzie was feeling, she then bonded, not saying she sire bonded to Aurora, but she bonded to Aurora because she felt like it was a mutual feeling, that she was sharing the same feeling. And so it was what Aurora was saying, was like her saying that you can't be alone, you don't know who you are without this like feeling superior to someone, or like this whatever. Like I really love that, because like even Aurora saying at the end, like we're not broken. Even if we want it, like even if we're on our own, we're not broken. We don't need someone else to tell us that we're not broken. I really fucking loved that. It was like Caroline's letter to Lizzie in season 3 when she says, "You are not broken."
Exactly. And the fact that that was even like mentioned also in like the whole line. I mean, I just like that whole scene. It was just them both realizing that, you know, this is something that they probably never talked about amongst themselves. Yeah. It's probably been something that's been conflicted with all of them the whole time, and it just never really brought it to light.
I know that people, and us included, have been really like, why the fuck is Aurora here? But like, I have to say, this episode between Aurora and Lizzie was fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was, you know, kudos to Brett and Kim. Is it Kim? I'm sorry if we're saying your name wrong, or if we're getting the wrong writer. But like, it's just, I just really love the fact that they're not just sweeping aside Lizzie's mental health and her feelings, that they're actually like touching on them and saying like, you can be an individual, you don't have to be this like package duo. I mean, Josie could care less. She fucking fucked off. She doesn't care about what Lizzie feels or thinks or whatever. She's just like, I gotta do shit for me, and leaves. Like,
she's kind of always done that though.
Yeah, exactly. Lizzie has always needed Josie more.
Which is not saying it's like a bad thing, like going to find yourself and having this moment to yourself, but when you constantly do it, it's getting to, it's like, I should shut up. Never mind. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean though. But like, okay, so we talked about I'm sorry, my brain is just like, I'm still stuck.
Yeah, it was them, then it was Alert. I'm telling you right now, our podcast is too positive to be talking about Alert, so we're not talking about Alert.
We're just, you know what? We got Handon crumbs. I don't want to fucking rant about Alaric. And
I don't want to rant about Alaric. Before we get to Handon though, I will say, I am happy that they're definitely, you know, developing Cleo, you know, knowing that she's a strong woman without having her powers. Mm-hmm. Because the fact that she tried to make it seem like Caleb was the reason, I'm like, no, you were the reason. You talked to Alert about trusting in you, which is what Caleb couldn't do for his own self. Therefore, I'm happy that we're seeing her and how she's working without her magic, and how when she gets her magic, she will learn that she is the same whether she has magic or not, which is something that I appreciate a lot. And that she didn't just lose her powers and then get thrown to the side as not being, you know, useful, but she's also still being interpreted and still being helpful to, you know, the characters, and obviously the main villain, whatever the case may be. And also her still, even though Hope has humanity off and still a big threat to the school, she still helped her up. You know, she don't see her as the enemy. You know, she still sees her as a friend, which is another detail that I love. Other than that, she shouldn't have given Lyric a chance, but I'm still proud of my child. That's the only woman and the only person getting highlighted before we get into the biggest event. MG can go fuck yourself. Caleb can go fuck yourself. And Lyric can go fuck yourself. Anyways, let's go. And the fact that Landon told you before, I ain't gonna get into it right longer. Lyric, the fact Landon told you to worry about getting Hope humanity back, and you basically said fuck her and let her get bit and hallucinate. Oh, sir, I'm gonna fucking break that cane.
Now, it ended up for the better of them attacking. Like, we knew they were gonna betray Hope. We like, you know, and that did end up better for us, you know. And I guess in the long run for Hope, because like she's gonna get her humanity back. Okay, but why the fuck did they not tell her about Landon?
That's what I was waiting. I thought when he said, before he said we don't need you, I thought he was saying the worst part. I know Landon's, but I knew it. I just knew he wasn't saying it.
Yeah, of course, everyone else fucking knows, but Hope doesn't get to know. Like, they want to get her humanity back. You don't think that, oh, I don't know, fucking telling her that Landon's in limbo isn't gonna, like, fucking help? Like, okay, but when MG went and visited Hope in her room, first off, she stayed. that just goes to show you that her humanity is flickering, and she stayed in her room with Landon's picture.
Should have gone in Landon's room. Never mind.
She should have, but she stayed in her room. But Ethan's in Landon's room now. But anyways, MG coming to Hope. I for sure thought.
Wait, but it does make sense that she didn't go to Landon's room because Landon's room is kind of like her safekeeping, and then like she wants to be so far away from that.
When MG went to her last time, she was eating ice cream in Landon's room, but she doesn't want to admit her humanity, so she's not going to go to Landon's room because Landon is her humanity. But anyway, so that's why she put the picture down. But when MG came to her room, I for sure thought he was going to say something about Limbo. Like, yes, he spoke about Lizzie, which isn't a shock because dude's in love with Lizzie. Like, come on.
And Hope literally said that the reason why Alaric and MG even considered listening to her because of Lizzie.
Yeah, like so it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise that he's going to be like, Lizzie's on our side too. It's because he's fucking in love with her because he doesn't want to lose Lizzie. He doesn't want Hope to be mad at Lizzie because that is a threat to Lizzie. So, I mean, MG's been in love with her for years. It's really not a surprise that he's just like, yeah, I'm going to bring up Lizzie. Like, but the thing is he should have brought up Landon. Why the fuck are they not bringing up Landon?
They all know Landon's still alive.
There's a reason. There has to be a fucking reason.
Know there's a reason. Now we know there's a reason. Well, we knew there was a reason before. We've called it all along that Landon was Hope's humanity. She basically fucking said it in her own head today. They basically confirmed that Landon is Hope's humanity in this episode with the memory and stuff like that. And the fact that her humanity is haunting her, and it started out with a memory of her and Landon. But like, the thing is the fact that they don't even mention it, like they don't even think about it.
Like, yeah, they don't. They really made it seem like she wasn't worth redeeming at all. Like the fact that Landon's basically wish, and you just said fuck it, like y'all are trash. So I'm not surprised. But
I can't get the kiss out of my head.
Neither can I. I'm trying to fucking not think about it for a moment. But even if, imagine MG lost his humanity, right? What would be the trigger that you would assume you would use to get it back?
Lizzie.
Listen, Robyn, that's not even worth it. Let's get into him.
Anyways. Okay. So, like, just her laying on her bed with the picture. The fucking parallel with the picture with Landon and Limbo looking at the picture.
Okay. When a KMS.
Okay, but wait.
I got it. Landon grabbing the picture and looking at it and trying to hold on to it because that's his happiness, right? And Hope trying to avoid all emotions, so she puts
closing the picture because that's her happiness. Okay, but they changed the room around again because the last time the table was in the middle and the picture was in the middle, and now it's in this. Now in the real life, in Limbo, it's in the middle. In the real life, it's on the side. So, like, the rooms aren't exactly this. I know that's just, like, a plot hole or whatever. But, like, no. Okay. Landon grabbing the picture and then Hope. Okay, we need a fucking parallel. We need a parallel, like, GIF or something. Because Landon with the picture and then Hope with the picture.
It's also a parallel of her laying down in the bed in episode 1. Thinking about Landon.
Or the parallel in episode 305 of her on the bed with the picture. Yeah.
I clowned so hard, guys. I did not think we were going to get any mention, like anything of Hope and Landon related, like at all this episode. And that bitch came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, no, the fact
it hit me like a fucking truck. It hit me like a truck.
No, because we're already building up like an anticipated, Jet's storyline, obviously. Like I already know the emotional art. I've already been tearing up as soon as it began. But the fact is that Hope, first of all, that Hope scene, fucking badass. Okay? Because the fact that she was like, I thought you was just gonna get me, I'm gonna get all y'all, and took the venom and made it to a sword like how she did with the blood and threw it at every single one of them with accurate precision, mind you. And the fucking facial expression with the hands. Oh, I knew we were going to get something. So I didn't know we were. I'm shocked. I'm happy they didn't give anybody else that thing. I'm happy with just on Hope.
because Hope is obviously
they only showed her. Well, they showed Jed's memories obviously because
Jed is because Jed was the first one that got it.
Okay. They showed Jed's memories and it led to him kissing Ben, and then they showed Hope's memories. Do you see the correlation here?
Yeah, and then we got a kiss.
And then we got
a kiss.
Okay, no, but you guys know, like, in the chat beforehand, I was just like, I'm so fucking annoyed. This is like, I'm liking the episode, it's fine, you know, and I was just like, I'm just not going to say anything. And then all of a sudden, like, 2 seconds later, we get the Handon scene, and I'm just like...
My positivity. You're
in the chair fucking crying.
Yeah, like, I was just like, no, okay, I'm good. It's all good now. Oh my god, I can't wait till Alex watches the episode and sees that scene. Those scenes, it wasn't just one scene, we got a couple of crumbs because we got the picture one too.
Picture one, the scene of her walking away saying like, I want to come back. Landon.
Humanity is haunting her. The way that Landon haunted her in 306.
Talk about it.
Oh my god, okay. So she's like, I can't go into a room, like every room I go in reminds me of him.
Yep.
So now she literally has her humanity haunting her. What is her humanity gonna bring up? Every room I go in
You're still not over the fact, what did she say? You're still not over the fact you had to kill Landon or something?
Yeah.
Like, so the parallels to fucking 305 and 306.
We kind of got a teaser about that though. The episode before 10, where Lizzie was like, you're not over, or you had to kill the person you love or whatever. Yeah, they've gradually been mentioning it.
Yeah, because Hope mentioned it to MG, and then even Josie, like Dark Josie mentioned it.
The keys.
She avoided the key for a reason, and she even said, oh, Lizzie, you made yourself my problem, which means that she refocused because like Lizzie gave her an out basically from having to think about Landon because she made her they've been teasing it all along, which we have known from the moment before she even turned her humanity off.
We've been through that. I just feel like it's more so just it's slowly proving to people that he is her humanity. Like there's nothing else about it. Like the fact that it said, like the fact that what even got me more, I mean obviously we've been new, but the people that's delusional. The fact that the scene beforehand was saying what could happen about, you know, the bites, whether if you accept it or you keep pushing it back, and then it's saying it'd be like the worst memory ever in your life, and that's the worst memory she's ever had. Like you're not listening to the plot of the movie. It says that it's showing you whatever is the most traumatic moment in your life, and you have to see it. You have to decide if you want to embrace it or keep being stubborn. And she went to land and die. And now, since she didn't want to accept that, and she walked away from herself, it's now haunting her.
And killing Landon is her biggest regret.
Her biggest regret, which means that I'm wondering if the the real humanity Hope, obviously the one that's going to be haunting her, is going to be flickering scenes in front of her. Like now, we got to figure out how is it correlating? Because come on, like
okay. The scenes with Hope and Hope, obviously Elena Catherine vibes, right? But
oh yeah,
notice that Hope.
The ones that reminded me of it. Thanks for that. I could not.
Not the blanks.
If you look at Humanity Hope, her coloring is like alive, like lively. And then if you look at No Humanity Hope, she's almost dead looking. And I'm kind of wondering, like, was that done on purpose to show the clear difference between the two?
Yeah, I feel like
Humanity Hope even says, like, I'm the better you. Like, I'm the better half of you.
Did Elena start wearing darker colors?
Well, that's what I was saying during the kiss. I don't have the picture of the kiss, but he was like darker. He was like lighter, and she was darker.
Yeah, let me pull it up for you. I got the episode downloaded. Yeah, he's more lighter. Like he has a lighter color, and then for her, hers is more like dark. Well, obviously, let me play it. Hers is darker, like still like flickering, but his is more lighter than hers. Like, oh, I love it here. First of all, we got Arya in that scene, even though
You know he wasn't. They said Arya Shaker sent me star, and I was like, oh, nothing. But he did star.
Had to have been like a newly recorded scene. Like they couldn't have recorded that when they were filming right?
Coloring, and it was like the kiss was new and stuff like that.
I was looking. I was like, it has to be new because Danielle's hair is darker.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And when he was like, I think of myself more of a man, and she like touched his chest and like
got the cameras dead ass.
No, but I really, if it is like, if that is a way to distinguish between the two with the coloring and the lighting, I actually really like that idea because it really does show this clear-cut difference between Hope, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like it's probably explanatory because, you know, people for the last few episodes kept assuming that her humanity was turning on, or like it's on, or it's flickering, but it's pretty much showing you that as long as she's wearing these dark colors, that is not going to be happening.
You know, and Legacies has been really good with like CGI and stuff like that. Other than like a few like the shoe continuity issues or whatever, they're actually really good with like, I mean, their lighting is dark and kind of greenish or whatever, but like the thing is though, but the stunts and stuff like that have actually been really good. So I don't feel like this is a unconscious effort between, like, they just couldn't film the two people in the same scenes, you know what I mean? Like Danielle, because obviously they did it with Nina and you know, and Paul when he was Silas, you know, and Stefan and that. So like they know how to do it. So I really feel like this lighting thing, or the way that they filmed it, is meant to be the way it is and to show the clear-cut difference. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me overthinking it, or like, but like, I don't know, as a film person is like.
For me, doing what they're doing with two actors, or with the same actor playing like two different types of characters, while Danielle's still playing Hope, she's playing two different sides of her.
And that's her range.
Continuity is like, for me, has always like the one thing that I've learned the few classes that I've gone to. Continuity is like the most important thing in filmmaking, and I feel like Legacies does a really good job. And continuity isn't necessarily the story, it's with a lot of the shots and the camera angles and making sure everything works. And that's why it's really important to have a stand-in or a double, like Danielle's double, who looks pretty much exactly like her, to make it look more realistic. And I feel like Legacies
absolutely adorable, by the way, her stand-in.
Yes.
I feel
like her and like Julia Danielle's stunt double, like if they have masks on, you can literally not.
Yeah, you could tell a difference. Like, but the one thing about that scene is that like Danielle was so fucking talented.
Yeah, but like
he was just you can just tell that the fact it was like kind of like, you know, those scenarios where it's always the angel and the devil like side by side. The fact that you can tell which one is more like obviously humanity and no humanity. Like, the way that she portrays these characters is so fucking insane, because you can tell off the bat immediately who is the one with no humanity and one who has humanity. Like,
it's like the way how you should. Never mind.
I just thought of something. Okay, so Hope has only fed once that we know of, right?
Yeah.
And no humanity Hope is like super pale, right? So what if her not feeding is slowly desiccating herself? Like, she doesn't obviously need to feed, but the reason why she's so pale is because she's not feeding on blood. So it's like she's desiccating, because when they desiccate, they pale.
I haven't even noticed.
I mean, I feel like she's more lighter in a sense, but like, would she really need to have blood?
I don't know. Like, it just, to me, like, I'm wondering.
I mean, I guess because she's not having any blood source. She's not even having like animal blood.
We saw her feed once.
Yeah, but even then, that she was lasting pretty well. Like,
she didn't even drink a whole lot.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like it would have been more than that to just take down her, but who knows?
And
because she
like, I don't know. It's just like Hope, obviously, because she's a hybrid, doesn't need blood. Or tribrid, I guess. But like, I don't know. I'm just reading way too much into things probably.
I mean, we got a lot, but
it's hope though. So like,
yeah, like it's just so much. I feel like guys, like dead ass, like I feel like we can't really talk about a lot because so much in my mind right now. Like I was coming into tomorrow ready for a Landon rant, which I'm still going to do, but like I'm fully content right now.
We didn't like, yeah. That Handon scene. I mean,
it took us out. I mean, I feel like this episode is going to be more so our pre-talks, and you're actually going to be seeing our reaction, like our muted reaction in that case.
The Ben Jed stuff was amazing. The Jed stuff was amazing. The Lizzie and Aurora stuff was actually really fucking
good.
It
was entertaining. It wasn't bad. Like,
even though I hate stuff. Hope and Landon stuff. And then we don't know the rest. So
I enjoyed the clown. So
yeah. So I mean,
it's very Pennywise to me, which you know, horror movies.
You know, the clown can go in the trash.
He even died like Pennywise. Like, he was killed with like a pipe through his head, and fucking Pennywise was killed the same way with a pipe through his head. Like, he even like died, and I don't know. It's just very.
Yeah, it's out of pocket. And even MJ said Pennywise. I'm like, yeah, look at me. So
he dressed like Pennywise. He laughed like Pennywise.
Head to the T.
Yeah, everything. The eyes, the mouth, the teeth.
Literally. I don't know.
Oh yeah, MVP and stuff. We'll do that quickly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Jed. I love Hope with all my heart, but Jed, this was his story was so heart-wrenching and like heartbreaking at the same time. But I could watch it over and over again, and it's the perfect story, and I'm so happy I'm happy with the direction that they went with. And my favorite scene, it's got to be the Handon scene. That scene was just out of pocket, came out of fucking nowhere. And anyways, yeah, it's fine.
My MVP was obviously Jed. I once again like his growth over like him and Lizzie had the most like essential growth like out of this show, and the fact that we got like his backup, you know, his background and why he became a wolf and how he became a werewolf, but like at a somewhat good pace. Like it wasn't like an info dump; it was gradually built up and showing like how it hurt him so bad that like it kind of showed why how his certain actions in season 1 reflected to what happened in the past. And that he was subconsciously becoming what his dad was. And now I'm seeing that he finally embraced and realized that this is not who he is, and that, you know, it's time to fully be who he really is, you know, which is obviously what we're seeing tonight. It was amazing. And obviously, favorite scene hands down was the Handon kiss. Like, bitch, listen, I ate and I cried. I laughed and giggled in glee. Handon in game. Yeah.
We got videos of you crying.
Stop!
Okay.
I was trying.
Okay. My MVP is the clown.
Not you saying the clown.
I know why she's gonna say it. Go ahead.
Because he bit Hope and gave us the Handon scene.
I fucking knew it. I fucking hate you. Yes. Actually, I redact my statement. I do want to get Pennywise Jr. 2.0.
Yeah. My MVP is the clown.
The 2.0.
I mean, is it not? And let alone that this show is in the future, so Pennywise has already been like 4 to 5 years, like what, 8 years old now?
What did Brew call it? Brew called it the Chernobyl Pennywise or something.
Good fucking bye.
No, okay. If I can't choose the clown as my MVP, it's gonna be Hope, because she's a fucking menace, and like I'm sorry, but like, no, I'm not sorry. I fucking love her. Like, it's just
you have nothing to apologize for,
right? Like, just her. Okay, the way that she fucking tore down the squad today, I was living for it.
8 down.
It's gonna be Hope, because she was not holding back, and she was tearing down that squad like you guys haven't been. Like, this is what we have been wanting for ages, and she fucking did it for us, and I love her. And
right.
Now, you playing the clear difference between No Humanity Hope and Hope in the same fucking scene. Oh my god, you're amazing, and I can't wait to tell you that again when we talk to you.
No, could you imagine if we had already talking to her and we asked her like about the fucking?
Oh, now we can ask. Then we can talk about her
pause. The pause. We asked about the pause, and then she's like, "Just you wait." And then we got that fucking scene.
Yeah. No, but now since we get to talk to her after a few episodes have passed, especially with like her humanity stuff, and it'll more than likely be after the Michelson's episode, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Which, no, can't say that. Never mind.
I need to cover my mouth then.
We'll talk about that off camera. My favorite scene is her. It's her in the bed with the picture because the picture parallel. I fucking screamed. I was just like, no, okay. I'm so happy that I don't react because it would literally just be me like either fucking ranting or screaming or crying.
Wait, okay, so you're basically seeing a parallel from 408 to this one, right?
Yeah.
Or matter of fact, maybe I'll do all of them.
Okay, it's 305, 306, 408, and this one.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, so I love that scene. And Carla, thank you for posting that video for me.
Yes.
For that. Carla always comes through for us. I love her. Yes. And Tiff with her edit. Guys, go check out it. She's fucking
FS Queen status.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, that was our season 4, episode 13 review and discussion of this episode. We were hella excited. Clearly it was chaotic during the end of the video because we couldn't even see the episode. But Robyn came through, and here we are. Let us know your thoughts on this episode. What was your favorite part of this episode? What was your MVP, BVP? Obviously, clearly we already know who that is. A lyric on the way. MG. Everybody can get it anyway. But thank you guys for supporting us. And once again, we reaching a lot of numbers on here. First of all, 500 somewhere. We're almost about to reach 1,000 on Instagram. Like we're thank you guys for supporting our podcast.
Hey guys, thank you so much for using the hashtag Renew Legacies.
Yes,
you have no idea how much it helps and how much it can improve, everything. And just know that we're doing this for the cast and the crew, and we want another season. We want more podcast episodes. We want more.
We're not going to stop, anyways. We're not going to stop.
Shout out to the Hizzies that participated with us and getting this going, and like really getting their side of the fandom, like if their voices heard. So like shout out to you guys. Us working.
Yes, we're going to give X. We're going to go there and get some real names like Brew. Thank you. Queen. And
you better come and join us for an episode. We will not take no for an answer. Thank you very much.
No, honestly, like Brew would definitely helped a lot, and Liz, and also Anne as well. Thank you, like top tier. We truly appreciate it, and once again, we're going to keep doing this. Like we're going to get a season 5. We're this is what we want. This is what they deserve, and we want to see everybody's story be explored and definitely fully evolved until it's time to end. But anyway, that was our review. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Handon Weekly content. Social media will be linked so you can check out our Instagrams, Twitters, reactions, Spotify's, which is on a lot of streaming apps in case you want to drive home and have it playing without using your YouTube data. We got Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, hell, anything at this point. But yes. And until next time, guys, make sure to be safe and peace. Bye.
Bye.